go. Yes, guys, I'm Si. Welcome to Cardiff City World. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Breakdown Podcast, where we have a look at yesterday's game and something a bit different coming up later as well, because you've had me like every night for the last 4 nights, and I did the post-match show yesterday. So I've obviously talked about this game a little bit as well as the normal video content. Few of the boys are going to join me in the last segment of the show, and I am going to test their knowledge on all things Cardiff City. So we've got some fun stuff to finish off. But before that, we're going to talk about, we've already had some interesting comments in the chat, which I'm going to get to in just a second, because I think there's some real interesting ones and a couple of real conversation starters. There's one from David, there's one from JT, which I'm going to get into straight away in just a minute. But I've rewatched the game. Time has passed since yesterday. I still think it was a decent point. I still think it was a very mature performance from those lads because, it was an emotional game, emotional set of circumstances. There was obviously concern for Yusuf Salic at the time. Thankfully, touch wood, is pretty much the best case scenario in terms of any, potential injury and things like that. But obviously at the time, we didn't know that yesterday when the game's going on. His friends, his teammates, the staff, they don't know that, so they would have had one part of their mind on that. And it's easy to say, you've got to concentrate on the game, you've got to concentrate on the job at hand, but it's not as simple as that. We all know this. We've all got people in our lives, friends, whatever, family. It's not as easy as just going, oh, we've got to do a job to do. People, they're human beings, they got emotions, and I thought they did a great job of settling themselves. And to be honest, from the restart after the injury, I thought we were the better side by, a pretty considerable distance. I didn't think Stockport created any clear-cut chances, didn't sort of cut us open. And I thought in the second half, we nullified their threat to a certain degree. They were still a threat on the counter-attack, but it wasn't as threatening as it was early in the game. Obviously, they get a goal after winning the ball back. And it's funny because I thought we started really well. I thought first 5-10 minutes just before they scored, I thought the tempo was good. We were popping it about and we looked like we were at it. And then the goal just knocked the stuffing out of us a little bit and we got a bit sloppy and a bit slow. I think my real only criticism of them yesterday is I would like to see us, like every time we play a quicker tempo and we play off 1 or 2 touches, we get round size and we sides struggle to contain us. But I feel like yesterday we didn't do that enough. Obviously, the goal comes from quick 1-2, Tanner's in behind, lovely pass to Colwell, and he puts a good finish away. But I felt like we didn't hit that quick tempo enough, apart from that first sort of 5 minutes or so. So, maybe it was the game. I don't know. Maybe the goal knocked the stuffing out of him. And look, games swing, don't they? There's momentum and things like that. But I thought we got hold of the game after the injury delay, and it was just probably the final ball. Still would have liked, like I said, seen a bit more tempo, but overall, I thought we controlled the game. And I thought we dealt with the physicality of Stockport. And look, we could talk about refs till we're blue in the face, but what we didn't do is we didn't get caught up in the referee's performance. The players didn't, and they didn't get, emotional about it, and they didn't make silly decisions because they were annoyed. They just kept playing, and I'm all about that. And I thought even some of the lads who weren't as good as they have been, I thought Alex Robertson was good in the second half, but wasn't at the standard that he has been recently. But I thought he was a lot better in the second half once he got, he got hold of the ball, he was switching play and stuff. But defensively, I thought he was excellent. Ryan Wintle was excellent. I think, in the goal, he gives the ball away, and unfortunately the ball's there for a 50-50, and that happens. But he thought he didn't put a foot wrong after that. I thought he was excellent. Clears one off around the 6-yard box in the second half as well, from a dangerous cross. And the two centre-backs I thought were excellent. But I think the one maybe mistake is that they backed off for the goal and they let the guy shoot. Like, one of them's got to go and engage him and make him rush, not let him shoot. But, it's little small things, that is. And look, Stockport are a good team. I thought Dave Challinor tactically got it pretty good, in terms of trying to stop us from being too much of a threat. They got a solid back three, two really good wing backs. They're difficult to break down. And, 2 points from Stockport over the two games is not the worst thing. At the start of the season, I said this before, at the start of the season, they were the team who I thought was going to be one of the biggest threats in terms of promotion and being up there. They only just missed out on promotion last year. They're a very good side with a very good coach, got some good players. So, and I think they'll be up there, thereabouts. I actually think out of the chasing teams, they are probably the most likely to put pressure on us and Lincoln for the automatic spot. But, we'll see with regards to that. It depends who brings in players and stuff, which kind of takes me on to this comment from JT. He was in your early doors to get his comment in, and he says, just like the summer window, we're leaving it last minute to sign a left back. We cannot go into the summer window with this hierarchy in play. They don't spend. They have no ambition unless it's frees and loans. So I think that's a really interesting one, because I think there's two sides to it. I think one side of it is with the left back position specifically, is finding a player who is willing to probably spend most of his time on the bench, because Joel Bagan's been that good that if he's fit, he's going to play. We've only got league games left, so it's not like we've got a cup run where we can rotate or anything like that. So I think that is a difficulty in getting a player in. However, if we weren't going to get a left back in, we probably should have held on to one of Louis Giles or Will Spears. Now, if you're saying they're not quite ready for first team football, then that's okay. I can understand that. But then you should have got someone in, when the January window opened. Now, as I say, it's not FIFA. It's not as easy as just getting people in. And look, let's be honest. We're not financially in the best of shape. We're losing money. We know this. We had Kieran Maguire on a couple of weeks ago on a Sunday, and Cardiff are losing. What was it, 300 grand a week or 300 grand a month? I can't remember what it was now. 300 grand a week, I think it was. We're losing money, like a lot of money. The fact is, we have to be frugent. Is that a word? Frugal with our money. But on the other side of it, I've said many times with this board, I think the biggest problem, or the board and the owner, whatever you want to say, I think the biggest problem is that we haven't got a football person or a football team between the manager and the coaches and his staff and the board. I believe there should be some sort of football structure who can, say, look, we need to support the manager. We need this because of this, and get that kind of connection between what the manager and the board and the team need and what the board willing to do. They need to know why. And yeah, look, I've long made that comparison. In terms of a change in hierarchy, I mean, it remains to be seen, doesn't it? There was rumors of a sale. There was obviously, I was on top of that. I was hearing there had been discussions and stuff. I'm not going to go over old ground, but there was certainly some sort of discussions regarding that. Didn't come to fruition in the end. Now, will that come back in the summer? I have no idea. I haven't heard anything at the moment, but I haven't really chased it up either. Will certainly be worth more in terms of a sale to the owner if we get promoted. Now, the grass isn't always greener, and I would say that, and I understand people with the relationship with the owner and stuff like that. I'll never forgive him for certain things, but I think you've got to understand as well, he puts a lot of money in, he keeps the club afloat. The grass isn't always greener, you know. You look at Sheffield Wednesday, you look at some other clubs who had horrendous owners. So, but then equally, you could have a better owner who's willing to put the money in. And in fairness, like to Vincent Tan, he's put money in, and he has found money for signings over the last few years. But it's very clear. It was very clear in the summer that we were trying to be a lot more clever with the spending, and we were going to rely on these homegrown players. But in my opinion, I do think now when you've got in my opinion is one of the best young managers in the EFL, certainly, but one of the best young managers in football. You've got him and his team. Then you've got this current crop of academy lads who've come in, but on top of that, who are such a talented bunch. Like, you don't know very often you get a group of academy lads like that all come into the first team at the same time. Then on top of that, you've got talents like Ruben Colwell, Alex Robertson, Yusuf Salic, Joel Bagan, who've got a bit more experience at first team level, but are still all under 25. Then you've got you've got the experience of Perry and Callum Chambers and that, but like there is a couple of, I don't even know if I would call them weaknesses in the squad, but there's areas that you can strengthen the depth of the squad and strengthen the competition for places. Now, I was on a Barnsley podcast this morning talking about Tuesday. I think that's just come out tonight. But one of the things I said is, like, if we get a couple more injuries, we are going to be trouble. And funnily enough, like during the game yesterday, when that challenge went in on Callum Robinson, the really forceful sort of two-footed one, well, I don't know if it was two-footed, but it was quite high. I said to my son, I was like, whoa, like if he gets injured, we literally have got no strikers. It's an issue, but obviously we've had good news about Yusuf, but like a few more injuries and we are struggling. I know Kellyman's back. That's a big plus. Ruben's back on the grass. That's a big plus. But I do think that we could and should support the manager and get a couple in. Now, there's still time, and I know that they are, working on stuff, and certainly that's the talk, is that we're talking to a few players and a few clubs and stuff, but I do think it's needed. I think it also, the psychological side of it is, I think it gives the dressing room a lift to see a couple of players come in, or certainly if they're players as well that people are aware of and they're really good footballers, it gives the dressing room a lift to see some fresh legs and some fresh talent and something different come in. But I have full faith in every one of these players, to be honest. I think at different times this season, every single player that's played for the team has contributed massively. People were on Ollie Tanner's back yesterday. Ollie Tanner absolutely worked his socks off yesterday, gets an assist, which created with a really good pass to Joel, by the way. He was up against a really good fullback. And sometimes you come up against an opponent who's good. And he was up against a really good wing back who is good defensively. So every time Ollie got the ball, the wing back didn't give him the room to go at him. Now, do I think there was a couple of occasions where Ollie could have been a little bit more direct and aggressive and decisive? Yeah, I do. And he's obviously still finding his feet a little bit after injury. I'd like to, see him be encouraged to do that, because he is the one player out of the wingers who's just got that little bit of an X factor, a bit of a, like we said this week, a bit of a maverick, and just do something a bit different. And on players who will do something a bit different, David says here, I thought we missed Ruben yesterday. Would have maintained a physical presence when Salic went off. May also be able to unlock the Stockport defence. So that's interesting, because I asked Rob last night, do you think we've missed Ruben since he's been out? And one thing I do think is, I think Callum Robinson hasn't been as effective when he's come on since Ruben's been out, because what David said there, Ruben does give a physical presence up top or just in behind, and it gives the opposition something different to think about. Even if we put like a cross in or a long ball in, they haven't only got to worry about Yusuf Salic. And he also, he's got that bit of creativity around him, and he can do a bit different, wins free kicks, can score free kicks. So look, I think having him back will be a massive, massive plus. And then David also says, I was surprised we continued to go long from goal kicks when Salich went off. To be honest with you, since Nathan Trott had that little mistake versus Leighton Orient a couple of weeks ago, we've been a lot more direct when he's got the ball. Now, I don't know whether that's him taking responsibility and sort of saying, I don't really want to, mess about with it, or they've just had a tactical thing where the team, because we've played Bradford and Stockport, who are both good sides and good pressing sides, they've said, right, don't mess about with it, just get it up and we'll play for the second balls, which is all right if you've got Yusuf Salich up front, but doesn't play to the strengths of Callum Robinson, of course. Now, but I do think it's really interesting. And I thought Callum Robinson, look, I saw a few people being critical of him yesterday. And I think there's a couple of things to consider. One is he hasn't played a lot of football over the last 6-7 weeks. Secondly, he came on in the first half, was not expecting to come on. And then obviously you've got the other side of it with Salich. I thought he grew into the game. And actually towards the end of the game, after Kellyman came on, when we had someone a bit closer to him linking the play, he started to make those little runs down the side of the centre-backs. And obviously he nearly gets that goal. He has a good opportunity right at the end where the keeper makes a great save, where he just peels off down the side, and he's so good at that. So I just think with Callum, you've got to play to his strengths. If he's going to drop in to have it to feet, which he's good at, that's fine. But you have to have someone running beyond him when he drops in so he can come in, drop it off, and he can pop it off to someone, and then they can play it through to the runner. It's basically an old school up, back, and through. But I'm sure they call it something else these days. But back in the day, it was up, back, and through to the big man. You need runners for that, which is, again, is something which Ruben used to do, is running behind. He used to do it a lot with Salich. So, yeah, look, I do think we'll bring some people. I think we'll bring like at least one in. I do think that. But for me, I think that I said a couple of weeks ago, I did think there was an opportunity to make a bit of a statement. And if you could bring someone in or a couple of players in who have real quality, it can make a bit of a statement when you're top of the league and you've got a bit of a gap between you and third, and then you bring in a couple of real quality players to see you over the line, and they can then, because they're of that quality, they can kick on in the championship. But yeah, I do hope that whether it's in January now and in the summer, I really hope we back the manager with whatever he wants. Like, as far as I'm concerned, if he says he wants a new 11, then we do our best to give it to him. I really believe that, like, he's the guy, and we need to back him and let him build a dynasty at the club. And we also need to back him when, whether it's this year or next year, we have a bad spell under him. Let him go through it. Let's support him. Get behind him, behind the team, behind him, because I believe he's the right man He's the right man for the job at the right time with the right group of players. So let's keep those players. Let's bring in the players that he wants and build something special under this manager. Let's look at some of the other comments. David says referee and linesman on the Ninian side in the second half. Shocking. Is there a way the club can complain if it's endangering player safety and ruining games? Yeah, I think I said yesterday, I believe they've already inquired about the treatment of Yusuf Salich by centre-backs and the lack of protection from referees. And I certainly wouldn't be shocked if they did it again. For the guys who are in the members chat, can you drop them a couple of messages in there? Tell Reese and Rob and Evan to make sure they have a pen and paper for when they jump on because they'll need it. They need paper and they need a pen, because I'm going to real test their knowledge, and you guys can play as well. Martin says we've only scored one goal in the last 3 home games. Are we struggling to break sides down that use 3 centre-backs to defend the box? So this is interesting. And funnily enough, I have a video, but I don't think I'm going to be. I've started writing a video on some of the difficulties we faced against a 3 at the back system, because I do think we struggle against it a little bit. And I would like to see us maybe come up with a way to neutralize that. Obviously, I discussed one of those yesterday, which was I think there is a world where we could go 3-5-2 and play Isaac and Callum Robinson up top on Tuesday with Kellyman behind, and you go Pacquiao and Tanner as your wing backs, and you give Joe Bagan a bit of a rest. But I don't think it's an issue, but it is a thing. We have struggled more against those three at the back systems to break them down generally. But I've only started sort of loosely scripted it. I haven't gone back and really drilled into the research and had a look at how we've done against three at the back all season. But in my mind, it feels like when we've come up against that sort of 3 or 5 at the back, we have struggled to create as many chances from open play. And you got to remember, like, some teams are just good defensively. Like Stockport are a very good side defensively. Their back three is good. They've got a decent keeper, and they've got 2 wing backs who are fit and really, really good going both ways. So they're going to be difficult to break down. Like some of these teams, like Stockport, they're the better teams in the league. Are going to be harder to create chances. But saying that, I do think, for instance, if Callum is going to start on Tuesday, which I would imagine he is, because I cannot imagine there's a world where Yusuf Salic plays. I know he's been given the all clear and he's just got to rest, but you would think that there's probably a concussion protocol in place that means he can't play, but I don't know that as a fact. So, if Yusuf Salic starts on Tuesday, the man's a machine. But I don't expect him to. But if Callum's going to play up front, we've got to play to his strengths. We cannot just be playing as if he's Yusuf Salic, because he's not. But Callum Robinson has strengths that you can play off. And we've played really good football with him up front on his own earlier in the season. We just have to adjust slightly how we play. Not massively. The build-up is generally the same. You just got to adjust it accordingly. And the movement off the ball, particularly, I think, or specifically. Sorry. Losing my voice. Too much talking. Jonathan, evening, mate. He says, if Salic is out long term, we need to try and sign that Alassana Jata from Notts County to cover. I think this league is too physical for Robinson or Davis to play the lone role personally. So that's where I think that you could switch how you play in terms of, like, I do believe, like earlier in the season when Salic was on the bench a couple of games and Robinson started, we played some wicked football and it worked with him up front. I just think you have to have runners close to him and off him to play, unless you're going to just tell him to try and do what Isaac does, where you just play on the last man all the time, which he can do, and he's very good at doing, in fairness to Callum Robinson. I also think Callum Robinson's probably the best finisher we've got. But will we go 2 up front? Teams just don't seem to do it at all anymore, do they? Although Bradford played 2 up front and they gave us a lot of trouble. I'd like to see, I would love to, I would be really refreshed to see us go, do you know what, we're going to play 3-5-2 on Tuesday against Barnsley. Get a team, a game that we should be winning at home. Let's be honest. You go Isaac and Robinson up front, Kellyman just behind, nice width, Tanner on the left, Capello on the right. That would just be like some real nice stuff. And I think it gives you width, it gives you energy. And you could slot Perry NG in the back three if you wanted to, or you could bring in Will Fish. You could still have the same midfield pivot of Robinson and Winsell, or if you wanted to give Alex a break, you could bring in Joel, and he gives you a lot of energy in that system. Kellyman playing off the other 2. You can have Isaac playing off the last man, and really 2 of them pressing as well, I think gives you an advantage. So for me, I don't think it's the worst idea, but I'm not a manager. The manager sees them every day. The manager knows how he wants the team to play, and the manager will have a plan in how to break down Barnsley and every other team like he does. So it's not essential, but I think it's a way that you can get the best out of Callum Robinson, out of Isaac Davis, and I think it would give Isaac a bit of a new lease of life. Because remember, when we switched to that 3-5-2 against Leyton Orient in the second half, that was how we pinned them back, and they couldn't commit the extra men forward because we had two playing up front. And I think that in itself is an advantage, and particularly at home against a team that you probably should be beating. Like for me, against Barnsley, one of the biggest things will be getting an early goal, because if you look at their games, they generally get better as the game goes on, and they've got a couple of real decent players. What's his name? I think it's Reyes Corey on the wing. Is a real good player. I like him. So let's go. The boys are going to join me in a minute. I'll go to a couple of comments before I bring them in and I quiz them. Gav says, I've been listening to some Bradford and Stockport podcast, and Ollie Tanner's name is a danger man towards the opposition. Absolutely, mate, because he's dangerous and he's direct, and he's got 3 assists in the last couple of games, the last few games. He's genuinely, I think, he's still finding his feet after a long layoff, but I thought he was dangerous yesterday. I don't understand why it's like people just expect players to be able to just do what they want to do all the time. And I think you've got to sometimes accept that the opposition have got good defenders in that position, or like they clearly targeted Ollie Tanner in the Bradford and Stockport, clearly targeted him, because particularly Bradford, every time he got the ball, the fullback was on him. So he didn't even give him any time to get his head up and drive or anything. And, a good team will do that at the end of the day. Liam says, heard anything on side inside? Yeah, like a few little bits and pieces, but nothing like super concrete. I'll go into like full detail on all of it on Tuesday in the rumour mill. But at the moment, nothing which I would get massively excited about or imminent. But the last couple of windows, they've got a lot better at tightening things up and keeping things quiet. So there is that. But windows closing, when is it? Tuesday? Got a couple of days to nail a couple down. Reese says, they remind me of us in the 2000s. They'll be within the mix every year, but will lack a bit of quality to see them over the line. They'll still be in League One next year, competing, if I'm honest. Yeah, and I think their big problem is they didn't create anything from open play, mate. Like the goal comes from a mistake from us giving the ball away. And what they do really well is they counter-attack really quick. They get the ball up to the striker quickly, and then they try and get you while you're out of place. I just felt, and Geraint says there, Chambers went to engage but stopped, and then went again, but it was too late and he had got his shot off. I just felt like they both were backing off in Chambers and Osho for the goal. I just felt one of them had to go to him and sort of engage him. And if he slips it into the runner, then he slips it into the runner, but you can't let him get a free shot off. And I felt for Nathan Trott, because he makes a good save, but he just doesn't get enough on it to get it out of the way. And of course, Watton is a good striker at this level, and he's in the right place. He's following in. He does doing the right things, isn't it? So JT says Lincoln and Stockport owners don't find it a problem recruiting players in January. I bet they've got football people on the board or transfer committee to get what they want. I mean, I don't know, mate. They might do, but also it's not necessarily problems to get. It's getting a left back in who's going to sit on the bench. I think that's the issue specifically with the left back. Is a lot of players want to just come in to sit on the bench, do they? Like they want to play. So I think it's tricky. So what I'm going to do now, right? I'm going to bring in the boys, and I've got a little quiz up for them, and I'm going to test their knowledge. They best all have a piece of paper, because otherwise it's not going to work, and a pen. Otherwise they'll be sent to the naughty step. But let's bring them in now. Let's bring Reese in. How are you, mate? You okay?
Yeah, not bad. How's things?
Good, mate. So, in 60 seconds or less, tell me your thoughts on yesterday.
I haven't seen none of it. I was working yesterday. I was out after, so I've not seen nothing from yesterday. I've only seen the elbow incident. That's all I've seen. I haven't seen the goal or nothing.
Fair enough. And then we got Evan. How are you, mate?
Hello, don't know. I'm currently experiencing multiple power dips, so if I go dark and light, that's why. But apart from that, I'm all right.
In 60 seconds or less, mate, tell me your thoughts on yesterday's game.
Only saw the first half because I had work for the second half, but I will say that Joel Coa's goal is just brilliant, isn't it? You have to, it's not the easiest to be composed there. I was really happy with that. I thought it's nice to see someone like Tanner be so direct, even though a couple of times losing the ball. But again, we're playing a bit more of a riskier style of football now, which is what I like to see, taking a bit more risk to create chances. At the moment, we're not losing games. That's the main thing. Don't lose against the big teams and win your easy games. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, and what's that, 8 or 9 on the bounce at home where we haven't lost. Yeah. So it's good stuff. And then last but not least, saving the best till last, some would say, not me though, is Robert. How are you, mate?
Here she is.
Oh, I thought you forgot about me.
Never. It's
yes,
just
right.
we've seen you yesterday.
You're absolutely right. Prime time player this year. You're welcome.
Right. Yeah, we can have a bit of fun because I've talked to death for the last couple of days. So we didn't want to bore the people. Right. So this is the rules, okay? There is 3 rounds. So we'll go through it round by round. So in the first round, I am going to give you a first name. You have got to write down the surname. If you have the same surname that I have, and they're Cardiff City players, you have the same surname as me, you get 2 points. If you don't, then you don't get any points. However, I will also say that it can be any connotation of the name. So if I say David, it could be Dave, it could be Davey, whatever. And if I say, I know.
So we got basically a match. What are you thinking?
Yeah. So you got to see how well you know me as well. See,
Simon's sidekick.
So, it's a good job. Kiss ass Angel on here.
You should call this sidekick as a show. Make it a thing, you know.
Yeah, so we'll see now. People in the chat can play as well. Right. So for round number 1, remember there's 2 points for every one of these. The first name is Joe. So write down what you think, and then I'll tell you the answer, and you can hold up what you got. Okay. Everyone done it?
Yeah. Hang on. Are you going to be able to read it from our paper, though, from the camera?
Yeah, we should do. Just right. So hold up your paper and say it at the same time as well.
Joe Riles.
Joe Ledley.
Joe Ledley. Who else have you got? Who have you got?
Riles.
Evan.
Ledley. Sorry, Ledley.
So the answer is Joe Mason.
No
points for you.
Bullshit.
Next.
Just put it.
I like this game already.
Next name, David.
What's that, brother? It's just not this one, though, is it?
Okay. Jonathan Mordecai got the first one right. Well done, Jonathan. So, Gavin. I'm just going to give you a couple of answers and from a chat. Oh, there's a couple of people said Turnbull, a couple of people said Nugent. So what have you got, Evan?
I've gone for Marshall.
Okay. Reese?
Because that's Marshall.
Yeah. Rob?
Guy Turnbull.
Oh, so the answer is Marshall.
Hey.
Oh, bullshit.
2 points to Evan and Reese.
How have they got 2 points?
Because they get 2. You get 2 for a right answer in this round.
This is bullshit.
He's not going to follow rules.
Right. Next one. Jay.
If they're saying right, I'm
I
will riot.
Everyone done it?
Yeah.
Right. Rob, what you got?
J. Bothroyd.
Reese?
J. Bothroyd.
Evan?
Yeah. Can't focus. Bothroyd.
Jonathan Mordecai has got it right. The answer is J. Emmanuel.
Oh, fuck off.
Right, I get it now. Right, see, you're going right. I get it now, and you're going wild with the guesses, right?
So
Next
we're going,
name
right.
is
Right.
James.
What?
James.
James.
See, a lot of people went for Bothroyd, but Matthew and Howell and Jonathan all went for Manuel Thomas.
Oh,
So
I
let's
can
see.
only
you know
think
what
of
I
one,
mean? Like,
and he's not going to say it.
they need to
Right.
stop licking your ass, like, do you know what I mean?
Right,
This is what James.
Reese, what have you got?
James Collins. Oh, for fuck! Come on.
Evan,
It's not James Collins, is it? But I put it.
right, and Rob, what have you got?
Yeah, Ginge.
Yeah, and the answer is James Collins.
Oh, wow.
Yay! Opa!
Really?
2 points for all.
I like this game.
Don't mind.
Next up,
Oh, James Kroll, good shout.
Yeah.
next name is Anthony. Remember what I said at the start, though?
Well, Miss Sweet said at the start.
Oh,
Oh, about it can use. It doesn't. It could be like.
I got one. I think. Oh, it's a good.
Oh, yes, I know.
I know what you're doing. I didn't.
There we
I've got it
go.
wrong.
Now we're cooking. Everyone's starting to get it now. So, a couple
Yes,
of
it's all
guesses in
coming
the chat.
together, boys.
Right then, Evan, who you got?
I've gone with the boy Pilkington, but it's probably
Okay.
not Pilkington.
Rob, who you got?
I've gone for Byron Anthony.
Oh, interesting. It's gone full
Also,
different.
yeah.
Reese, what you got?
Tony Capaldi.
The answer is, hang on, before I give you the answer, I'll give you some other guesses. Someone went Evans, someone went Gerrard, someone went Pilkington. The answer is dun, dun, dun.
Spencer
Capaldi.
Come on.
Capaldi. So that's 2 points for Reese. 2 points for Reese.
Up to kiss ass, like.
Next
I'm happy
up,
to be here.
Phil.
Oh.
Auntie Meg got Gerard there, but that was close, but no cigar.
Oh, I like the Andy Mag.
So we got Phil up next.
Oh, thank
So-
God. All right.
Ooh, some interesting.
Oh, I definitely don't think you've gone
Right.
with this, but I'm going to back myself.
You back yourself, Rob. Who you got?
I'll go Philip Kiss.
Ooh.
Ooh, interesting.
Fuck,
I
this
like you. I like your thinking, though, mate. Off the last couple, Reese.
I went Phil Mulrine.
Ooh, outside the box.
All different.
Evan.
I gone with Dwyer.
Oh,
Oh,
I
that's
like
just
it.
cop out that.
The answer is Phil
I knew I
Stant.
could spell.
Oh.
Phil Stant. Paul got it right. Well done, Paul.
I reckon bonus points for me here because I think that's a good shout.
It was a very interesting one. I like that. But this is
Yeah,
this is the
Mark.
one.
Yes, Mark,
The-
great.
the-
We are Swansea fans.
First name, Joel.
Oh, was he?
Do you know what? I'm too competitive for my own good. I've realised that.
Is Joe a derivative of Joel or not? Or,
No,
or
the
you
answer,
say
no, it is Joel. I'll give you
it's
that.
Joel. Okay, all right. There we go. I'll change his everything
It's
then.
not that deep, bro.
Joel with an L. Right. So Martin's gone with Bagan.
Yeah, I've gone big on.
Graham's gone Colwell. Evan, what you got?
I've gone with
You know
Bacon.
how, mate.
Bagan. Rob, what have you got?
Yeah, I've gone big on, man.
Reese.
Colwell.
The answer is Joel Colwell.
Oh,
2 points
Went
for
Colwell.
Reese. There's time to get your points back. So this is the final one now for this round. First name is Gary. Now, if you've ever paid any attention to what I say over the years, you might get this one. Right then,
I don't know.
Jonathan in a chat says Gary Medine, Gary Bennett, Gary Stevens. Evan, who you got?
I'll be honest, I didn't have an answer, but if I had to pick, I'd just pick O'Neill.
And Robert, who have you got?
Gary Medell.
Gary Medell is a good shout, that is, because I'm a big fan of Gary Medell. He was my son's favorite player. Reese, who you got?
Gary O'Neill.
The answer is Gary O'Neill, the greatest lone player to ever play for Cardiff City.
Do I get the point or not? Because I was late.
Did you
decide.
write it down? Did you write it down,
Nope.
Evan? No.
I'll take a miss. Don't worry, it's all good.
So that's another 2 points for Reese. Reese is flying after the round one. It's all right. There's time. So in this next round, you get 2 points.
That's a good shout, Martin, as well, by the way. Gary Croft.
You get 2 points for the right answer. It's what we've done before. The round is who am I? Okay. Everyone know how to play. I'm going to give you a couple of clues. It's the first person. So if you want to guess, you got to say team and then your name. So Team Evan, Team Reese, Team Rob. And then I will ask you for your answer. But you are only allowed 3 guesses.
Oh.
Okay. So if you don't get it in your 3 guesses, you're out with that little thing. So first one. I was born in Caerphilly on the 1st of January 2006.
Ooh.
I have just turned 20 years old. I have made 9 appearances for Wales under 17s, 3 for under 19s. Go on.
Capaccio?
No. 1 for Wales under 21s and 3 for Wales first team. I've made, this might be out of date now, but 20 appearances for Cardiff City's first team, scoring 1 goal.
Team Reese.
Again, right?
Team Reese.
Dylan Lawler.
Correct. Nice easy one that was to start.
I was first there, I'm not gonna lie, but there we are.
I can only go on the headphones. Next one. I nearly just said the name then.
Oh, I'm easy.
Yeah, right. Okay, I was born 7th of May, 1982. I am a striker. I'm from London. I made 72 appearances for Coventry City. I made 25 appearances for QPR after I played for Cardiff City. I finished my career at Hokkaido Consodo.
Team Reese.
Team Rob.
Team Reese.
Jay Bothroyd.
Is the correct answer. Reese is flying, yeah. There's still time though. Because we got a big round. The third round is big points.
Okay.
Right, next up. I am Irish. I was born on the 9th of December 1979. I started my career at Leeds United.
Team Rob.
Team Rob.
Graham Kavanagh.
Team Reese.
Wrong answer. Team Reese
Steve McPhail.
is the correct answer.
Oh.
Come on.
That's the bugger I was going for.
I was with you, Rob.
That.
Yeah, I was going to say
I
Kavanagh.
know. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know why card come up my mouth. Oh, I'm fuming myself. I've got my kids down there.
Right, next up. Okay.
Why card? Why did they say card? Like, I know it's not card.
I finished my career at Dunfermline in 2022. I began my youth career at Adina Hibs, making my first team debut for Stenhouse Muir in 1996. I'm making
Team Reese.
Go on.
Neil Alexander.
Is the correct answer.
Oh, just because he's...
The greatest keeper of all time.
Jeez. Okay, got 2 more of these. This is an hard one now. This one, actually the last 2 might be quite tricky. Okay, I played as a forward or a left winger. I was also a rapper.
Oh, Team Evan.
Oh,
Team Evan.
It's not Shea Ojo, is it?
No.
Oh.
I'm 39 years old. I was born in Amsterdam. I began my career at youth level, Ajax, and then I moved to Arsenal. I made 5 appearances. Team Rob.
Shea Ojo.
No.
Just
I made 5 appearances for Arsenal at first team level. I then played for Spartak Moscow 29 times before going on.
Team Reese.
Go on.
I can't say it. Quincy.
I
don't see it.
Yeah, good shout.
City.
It's the right side. It's Quincy Owusu Adebi.
Yeah, great.
2 points.
Great shout.
2 points for Reese. That is an impressive shout.
Mate. Good knowledge. I like that.
And the final one for this round. This is where we'll see who's got the fucking balls. I was born in 1979 in Korino, Japan. I made not.
Team Reese.
Team Rob.
Go on.
Reese Chinamoto.
Well in. 2 points for Reese.
Oh, dear.
Absolutely flying.
Shit.
Right then.
Tell you what,
This
that's 4 people in the
this is the final round. But what I can tell you is that every question is worth 5 points. Every question is worth 5 points. You should, all three of you should know the answers to all of these. It is going to be a buzzer round. I can only go on what I can hear, right? So,
Buzz.
who scored? You got to say Team Rob, or you don't get it. Right?
Oh, I'm putting in
5 points. 5 points. Every right answer, right? So you need this now, and you need Reese to not get any.
Right, hang on. Can I mute Reese?
I'll mute him now. Who scored versus Stockport
Team Rob.
away? Rob.
Team Reese.
Rob did buzz in.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
I'll give you 3 seconds. 3.
Solid.
Well in.
Yes.
5 points to Robert. You nearly bottled that then.
I did, mate. I did. I went premature as always.
Name all 3 of City's current goalkeepers.
Team Evan,
Reese. Oh no, shit.
Team Evan.
Nathan Trott, Harry Tyler, and Matthew Turner.
Well done. 5 points
Ooh.
to Evan.
I am.
Can remember his first name there.
Indeed. Right, let's make these a bit harder then, is it? What was the score when Cardiff played Barnsley in the FA Cup semi-final?
Team Reese.
Go on.
1-0, Joe Ledley.
Is the correct answer, but you do not get a bonus point for Ledley.
I'm still waiting for good measure, that's all.
Yeah, just show it off at this point, can you?
Yeah.
Okay. Which two Cardiff City centre-backs left the club to play for West Ham United?
Team Reese.
Go on.
Oh, fuck
Danny
off, man.
Danny Gavdon and James Collins.
Is the right answer.
Oh, you're getting on my
Okay.
nerves now.
Who was the Cardiff City manager the last time Cardiff City got promoted?
Ooh, Team Reese.
From what?
Team Rob, maybe. I don't know. I was close.
No, I just said from what? I didn't
Oh,
understand
right.
the
Yeah,
question,
okay.
sorry.
Right. Okay. Sorry. Team Reese then.
It was Neil Warnock, goes to the Premier League.
It was Neil Warnock. That's another 5
Yeah.
points for Reese.
You're welcome.
Is there any point in adding those points up? Is the question, isn't it? Because Reese answered all of them. But there we go. So I tell you what, right? Because I'm feeling nice, we'll play another round of the first round where I give you the names.
20
Yes.
points each.
But
50 points each.
you get 10 points for everyone you get right. Okay. Okay. First name is Jeff.
Write them down, yeah?
Yeah, write them down.
Oh.
My name is Jeff. Few people getting the answers right in the chat. That's what I like.
I'm not cheating. I'm not looking.
People get involved in the chat. Few people said bonus point if Reese does the celebration. Right, everyone got it?
No,
Yeah.
Evan.
I've lost the point anyway. Sorry.
Okay, Rob, who you got?
Jeff Eckhart.
Reese, someone's muted you.
No, you actually.
That's what I was
Who
laughing.
you got, who you got, Reese?
Excuse me, it's Jeff Whitley.
Jeff Whitley. The answer was Jeff Eckhart. So
50
10
points to
points. 10 points to Robert. Okay.
I should have found the mute.
I didn't know you could do that.
Found in fairness.
10 points, Robert. Next name is Joe.
Who was the last Joe we had?
No.
Oh, I know. I know what we're going to go with. I
Everyone
backed myself,
going?
yeah.
Mhm.
Right. Evan,
Bennett. Oh, can't see.
Bennett, Rob,
Joe Lewis.
Reese. That's one for
Joe-
a pass. Isn't it?
Joe
You
Ledley as
got-
well.
The answer is Ledley. 10 points to Reese.
Right.
You had Lely earlier, didn't you?
No, we
No,
guessed
wrong.
it.
Joe Mason, wasn't
We guessed it, but
apologies. All right.
it? Okay.
should have stuck with it.
Dun, 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 dun,
You
dun.
know, just like the pressure.
Next one. First name, Michael. Mike, Mikey, Mikhail.
Ooh, that's a sexy one.
Who put ice cream in the chat?
Nah, I don't think it's chops, Gav. I think that's too obvious. What are you going for?
Okay, then.
don't do it.
Evan. Evan,
Hang
you
on.
got
Wait
I've
a
got
minute.
Reindorf.
Reindorf. Interesting.
Good shot.
Robert, who you
It's not-
got?
I'm gonna be a sheep and follow the crowd and go chopper. I don't think it's chops though.
Reese, who you got?
I got chops.
Yeah, it was Michael Chopra there. So 10
I like
points
to
to
think-
Rob.
That Rob
10
got his
points to
answer in
Reese.
after the comments.
No, I thought. Well, yeah, I thought it'd be more obscure than that. I didn't think it'd be that obvious.
Right, here we go. This is a good one. And this one is for 50 points.
Yeah.
50
Oh, no.
points if you get this one right. First name, Jason. Da, 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 da.
It's not though, is it?
Don't know, is it?
I don't know, is it?
Da, da,
I'm
da, da.
trying to do psychology on them.
Right.
Jason Tamsin.
Oh,
Evan, who have you
I've
got?
gone with the obvious Kumas.
Okay.
I
Rob,
go for it's Perry now.
Yeah, I've gone Kumas. It's not Kumas.
Oh.
It's Perry.
That's
Reese.
fine. I got Kumas, so
Yeah, it's Jason Perry. That's a good shout.
It's Jason Bowen.
Oh, that's another good one. Yeah, good shout.
Okay. One more for the road.
No one said
This
it.
this one is for 350 points.
Yes.
and
First
the finish
name.
second.
First name, Kevin.
Oh.
Spacey.
Okay. KKK. Now here we go. This could be. This is a good
Oh,
one.
did you just say KKK?
KKK. Right then,
X-rated.
It's in a member show, mate.
Evan, who you got?
First every time. I go with Ratcliffe.
Okay, I like that. That's a good guess. Robert, who you got?
I've gone Kevin Norton. It's too obvious.
Reese,
Kevin Norton.
300 points.
Kevin Norton has to be. So the right answer can be Super Kev.
The answer is Kevin Campbell. 300 points to
No, Reese.
Jonathan Mordecai, Howell, and Curtis. Love it. Love it. Bit of fun.
The audience one.
I tell you what, just because I'm feeling generous, 500
2,000
points.
What else
500
do we
points.
Oh,
First name,
pressure.
Peter. Right, everyone got a Peter?
Yep.
Oh, see, I can't deal with you, like, because
Oh.
mind fucking it.
And I'll tell you what, then, all right, I'll give you a little clue.
I'm changing it then.
It isn't the greatest championship footballer ever.
Ah,
So that's fine. That's my first answer then.
No, you should have told them that because I knew that was going to be the one. I know they're going to.
I thought you'd go obvious and one.
yeah.
Maybe I think this person is
I'm not
quality.
for. I only know one Peter.
There's only one Peter. Right. What you got, Evan?
Well, my now guess is King, but it was Wits.
Okay. Rob, what you got?
Peter Thorne.
Oh.
Reese.
He also wears magic hat. Oh, stop
The
copying
answer-
me, man.
The
I did it for
answer,
you.
Bullshit.
the answer is Peter Enkelman. Love
Peter
it.
Schmeichel,
I
what a
love
shout.
it.
Forgot about him.
Let me see
Literally, this is
now.
living
Let me see if I
rent
can
free in my
find
head.
one. Let me see if I can think of one like real obscure one.
Joe, I'll do this to you next time.
Yeah, that was good.
Hey,
I think
missed
you
one.
all done really well. Well done. You should be very proud of yourselves. But I think there's no doubting that Rhys David Evans was the winner.
Was past tense.
Absolutely ran away with it.
Simon,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any winning shirt tonight, mate. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun, mate, isn't it? A bit of fun, just to break it up.
Yeah,
I'll end on this, right? If one of you can tell me the answer to this question, then you can win. Okay?
Get to leave early.
Yeah, you get to leave early. That's good.
10 minutes before school bell.
Let me
Can't
see.
lie, I'm loving it.
Hang
Right,
on a minute, wait,
first
wait.
name is I gotta think of one which is hard now because I didn't have these ones picked. My first name is Tom. First name Tom. If you get this right, then you win because no one's getting this. Nobody will get this. I'm convinced.
I might struggle with this one. I got a feeling.
Tom. Right. Evan, who you got?
Oh, so me first. Tom Lawrence.
Okay, Rob.
Tom Davis.
Tom Heaton.
And then Reese.
Right, finally, I've moved it again. Tom Heaton.
Tom, okay.
Tom Heaton.
Right. What I can tell you is that one person in the live chat got it right. The answer
Jerry.
Oh my
was
god, no, it's Tom Sang.
Tom Sang.
Oh my god, yeah, the legend.
So the winner is Howell
Tom
Grono.
Sang, that's what I couldn't think of.
Went to Port Vale, didn't
That's a
he?
great shout. Well, an hour, boy.
Well,
Please,
then,
how do you
Howell.
say his name?
However, Graham is not on the word. I nearly went with Tom
Oh my god,
Ramsell. So there we go. That's the quiz. Bit of fun. Just to end the week on a bit of fun. End the weekend on a bit of fun. As you're all here, I will ask you all, what's your predictions for Tuesday's game against Barnsley? Starting with Robert in the corner.
2-1. Cardiff.
Who's going to score?
Damien Seal to score. No, wait, hang on. This is this season, not last season. I think I'll go with Chambers and Robinson to score.
Nice. Reese, what you got for Tuesday, mate?
3-0 Cardiff win.
Oh, go on. Tell me who's going to score.
I think Rob will get a goal. Kellyman and Willock.
I
Like
like
it.
that from John as well. I think Tanner needs one.
Tanner, yeah, he's been doing
He needs one now. After
He's got 3 assists, man. He's got 3 assists in the last 2 games. He's flying.
Yeah,
Completed
Evan. Evan, what you got for Tuesday, mate?
I reckon it's going to be a double elbow for Salek. He's going to score anyway. I reckon Osho is going to score as well. I don't know. I just feel like he's improved his performance. So Salek, Osho, I think Robertson's going to score 2. I reckon 4-0. Why not? I think Barnsley are not as good. So
I tell you one thing, Evan. I will be fucking amazed if Yusuf Salek scores on Tuesday.
you never know. Why he's not playing, is he?
I doubt it, mate. I think
No.
he's on concussion protocol, but you never know because the man is a fucking machine. So he might end up.
What are you saying?
Hey, They put
What's that?
Fish on the bench when he wasn't fit. Same with Lawler. So who knows? They put some
Yeah.
weird over the keeper. So
Who
I doubt
trick
knows?
it.
is-
Who knows?
Stick a big moustache on him, call him Salacino. Get him on.
Brazilian.
Yeah, mate, Tanner's absolutely cooking. I'm not having this Tanner slander, and
Nah.
I was really critical of him last year, but I think he's been
Horrible
really good
bastard.
since he come back. Got
What
a few
nasty
assists,
person, like.
doing very well. Right, that's me out here.
Whoa,
Thank
whoa,
you so
whoa,
much
whoa,
for all
whoa,
of you. Whoa,
What's your
What's the beef?
prediction?
What's my prediction? 5-0 Cardiff, but
Let's go.
Who's scoring?
Hat trick
Horvath.
for
I'll show.
for Salich, yeah. Because I just said to Evan he's not playing. No, I think Isaac Davis is going to get a goal. I think on Tuesday we're going to play two up front.
We do a hammering of someone, and I think
I said exactly that the other day, Rob. I said because if you look at us, we don't play badly very often, and I just think one of these days we're going to give someone a right spanking, and I think Tuesday's a good time to do it because Lincoln play Bradford on Tuesday as well. So set the stall out in it, make a statement.
I think so, mate.
Barnsley, they have got a couple of dangerous players, so we got to make sure we get the job done. I'll take a scrappy 1-0 right now.
Great.
But I was speaking to the guy who I did the Barnsley thing with this morning, said their defence, especially down the left-hand side, is absolutely dire.
It's
so
hogging.
hopefully Ollie Tanner and Kapakio on that side I would get on Tuesday. And I think they'll cause absolute mayhem. But we shall see. Right. So coming up on the channel tomorrow, we got something in the lunchtime. It's like a preview tactical showdown thing. And then tomorrow night, we've got a Cardiff City phone in. And then on the members show, Rob and Reese have got a guest, haven't you?
We do. We have Luton social media star. Want to call it that. Lewis is going to join us. He's going to talk transfer window and the transfer talk, so that'll be good.
Excellent.
So, looking forward to that.
Good stuff. Rumour Mill will be out on Tuesday morning. Obviously, it'll be a good one because it's deadline day. Is it deadline day on Tuesday?
Yeah, man.
I think so, yeah.
I thought it was, yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll
I
have
got corrected on that last night.
We'll have a proper Rumour Mill Tuesday morning. And then Evans on the post show Tuesday. I might join him if I'm back in time, but I don't know if I'll be back in time because it takes me fucking ages.
No stretch. No stress. Sorry, not stretch.
Right. But there we go. Let's go. Cracking, but I enjoyed that. Good quiz. Congratulations to Howell who won. Reese, improve your performance, please, for next week.
Well and high well.
No, well done, all of you. Nice one. I am absolutely busting for the toilet. See you later. In a bit.
Rascal Beats.
For your Caesar. Cardiff City, ride with me for your Caesar.